worry, I did it.
Oh, you did it?
I did it perfectly.
Congratulations. We have to work on that. 100%.
Yeah.
All right, Dante's going to be in a minute. All right, we're doing this shit live. First time, live, segments. Quality will be better eventually. We're working on this for the first time. I don't think this is bad. I really don't. I don't think it's that bad. Kenny, as you smirk and snicker.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't know that it's going to get better. That what we do is not get better. You know what I mean?
Yes, it does.
That's not our thing.
Yes, it is. We improve. What? Oh, it's good?
Yeah.
All right, good to know. And of course, as we start, I hear Dante trying to buzz in. Where is he?
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
Hi, Dante.
Dante, you're live, so don't say anything.
How are you?
Or bring up any of your conspiracy theories that can't see public.
Oh, man. Dante, do you know how much hate you're getting on TikTok right now?
For what?
All right, so we'll start with this. We have to get into a few things today. We got to go through our Grammys final thoughts. I want to talk about Kanye and his love for AI and that new interview that just came out. Kenny, we're going to need to pull that up in a minute. And then I want to talk about kind of something on the back end of the Grammys here, kind of like who's the face of each genre, because I have like kind of complaints about each genre in this fact, but we'll go into that. But Dante, there's a clip right now. It's going pretty damn viral on TikTok where you basically said that Drake beat Pusha T, and there's 100 comments in there being like, what the fuck are you talking about? Pusha T murdered him. He made him take care of his son. What are you talking about? Which then snowballed into people being like, look at these 3 white idiots talking about rap. Good job, Dante. You have anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, is that all you got?
Is that all you got?
No, what's weird is I'm not gonna lie. When I said that, I almost walked it back, but
you should have walked it back.
Nah, but I mean, you can argue either way.
No, you can't.
Who came out bigger in that?
In that battle, Pusha T literally made Drake acknowledge his child. What do you mean?
Okay. That's great. How many houses in hundreds of millions is he sitting on versus
probably a lot?
Good music's Pusha T.
Pusha T is also getting paid for the Arby's and the McDonald's theme song. Do you not know about that?
I know. I'm just saying it's not like it's not like Drake, Meek, or one of those.
All right, whatever you want to say. I'm just telling you what the internet's saying, bro. I'm just
black and white. You guys hear me? Where did this come from? Did you post this?
Yeah, I posted it. You made me post it. I posted the clip about. You were like, "Yo, please post this clip about Drake." And
yeah, you asked for it to be posted, you idiot. Literally
asked for it to be posted. And I clipped it, and literally as I'm clipping it, I'm like, man, that's gonna probably piss some people off. And Dante's like, he fucking did this to Meek Mill. He did this to Pusha T. Now he's getting it 10 times worse. Yeah, well, you know what? Now, Dante, people love to jump on you. You know that, right? On the internet, people love to jump on you. Yeah, obviously. It's funny. I don't give a shit. It doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
But yeah, first off, Dave, Dante, Johnny, and Kenny, did any of you guys actually watch the Grammys?
No.
I mean, by now I've seen nearly all the highlights, you know what I mean? And but no, I didn't watch it in real time. No, I have kids.
Dave, I'm not even going to ask you.
I mean, yeah, I've seen all the highlights, and if you've watched one award show, you've watched them all. So I did watch the Grammys without watching the Grammys.
I disagree on one front. I thought the Grammys was fucking excellent this year. And Dante fought me on this. Dante was like, this Grammy sucked. I thought the Grammys was great. All the performances were fun.
Colin's back on the side of the execs in the suits, dude. All right.
Yeah.
You used to be so anti, bro.
I am anti. I'm not talking about the suits of the execs. I love
the fucking Grammys. They're beautiful.
No, I thought this was a good Grammys. I thought they did a great job. I thought the best new artist performance was fucking awesome. I thought it was great. Although I will say, people are like sucking Benson Boone's meat.
The fucking memes and tweets about him after the Grammys have been fantastic.
I saw one that said every generation has their own Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons. 100%. Like people doing things that are so unnecessary for anything that you're doing.
I will admit, I did find like comfort in the fact that that dude was wearing a shiny leotard, and you could visibly see that his dick and balls were like uncomfortable in it, and he kept fixing his shit. And I was like, all right, well, if I was in a shiny leotard, I would be that dude. So I will give him credit on that.
I don't know. Listen, if I were him, and granted, I'm me, but at some point during rehearsal, while I was wearing that and the performance was going on, I must be thinking, is this a bad idea?
What, the front flips or what?
Is this not gonna live on forever? Like, you know what I mean? Like, make fun of me forever, like years from now.
I think that moment happens when you're making the songs, the corny songs. Like, it needs to happen way earlier.
Right? Yeah, exactly. He's already gotten through that hurdle.
I thought that the Doechii performance was amazing. I thought she did great. She was a fucking rock star all night. And I will say, whoever her PR team is that like got her going like right before the Grammys, like in the last month, she exploded. Was genius, fantastic. I thought Teddy Swims was great, and I say that
real quick. I saw about Doechii. I saw an article. I don't know too much about it, but I saw that she like 5 years ago she was still working like a full-time daytime job.
Yep.
And got fired. And then decided, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it. And then so 5 years later, she won a Grammy.
Yeah, there's a video of her just like eating on camera, and she's like, "Well, I got fucking fired today." She's like, "I'm just gonna go knock on the door of every single label and try and get an internship or something like that." She's like, "I don't know. What's the point? At this point, might as well just go for it." Huge night for her. She won Best Rap Album, which for someone I didn't know existed like a month and a half ago.
Was she the third female to do it?
Third female. It was Cardi B, and was it Nicki Minaj or Lil' Kim?
I would hope that it'd be Lil' Kim. You know what I mean?
I think it was Nicki Minaj for Pink Friday. I'm pretty sure. Cardi B was there. Dante's trying to message me to let him back in. Cardi B was there. Dante tweeted, "I'm glad she can read," which I was like, all right, Dante. Good to know Dante was on his feet. But Doechii's performance was incredible. I thought Sabrina Carpenter's performance was incredible. Billie Eilish's performance was incredible. I thought overall it was a really, really good Grammys. Now, Dante, I want your opinion. Why did you not like it?
I know Monica's in
I said this on our live stream. It wasn't bad. It was just meh. It just didn't leave me with any really memorable moments. I didn't walk away from it being like, wow, I'm so glad I tuned in and didn't miss so-and-so's performance. It was just meh. It wasn't bad. I wasn't like mad that I wasted 4 hours on a Sunday night watching it.
As someone who only watched highlights, all right, whatever, fuck you, Colin.
Great, yeah.
As someone who only watched highlights, my favorite moment was Sabrina Carpenter taking that drink from her flask.
Yeah.
I'm just
really
like,
you love that because you were like,
rock and roll's back, baby.
Johnny, the fucked up thing is that 99% of me thinks that you're joking, but there is 1% of me still that thinks that you might be.
No, dude, you know me. I like edgy things, and nothing spells edgy like a pre-planned sip of what, like fucking matcha tea or something. 100%. If you poured that out, it's like a $40 Erewhon smoothie or some shit.
There's nothing in it. There's absolutely nothing. It's air. You know what I mean?
I have a big gripe. I want vices to come back. This whole like non-alcoholic movement that's happening is such bullshit. Like if you've got a problem with alcohol, fine. Step away. Do what you need to do to get yourself right. But let a vice just be a fucking vice.
Johnny,
we don't need non-alcoholic tonics and shit. We have that. It's called soda.
Johnny,
fucking drink soda.
I feel like our tenure of being world famous rock star musicians was the last few years of like rock and roll lifestyle turning into cold pressed juices and raw food.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying that like I'm some crazy party animal or whatever. It's just like let alcohol be alcohol. Stop trying to like take the life out of a thing.
I'm just saying that when we first started touring, I remember going ham and everybody was going ham and it was a fucking awesome time. And by the time I got done touring, maybe he's just getting older, but everybody was just so concerned about their exercise and where they're going to get their juices.
Is this argument that rock and roll's been pussified?
Johnny was saying how much he really appreciates Sabrina Carpenter taking a slip from the flask to show everybody that rock and roll still exists.
Yeah, I mean, would I have liked to seen everybody doing cocaine off the tables? Yes, but overall, like
they're doing that anyways. Everyone's just afraid of cameras, right?
No, not everybody. Kanye's wife does not give a fuck.
Well, she's fucking brainwashed. Yeah.
100%.
What's her last name?
Sensori.
That's so awesome as a last name, then to have to be censored in all those pictures. Like, it's such a good name.
Can we have a moment to appreciate awesome boobs before we move forward on anything? Fantastic. Work of art. Kanye is a genius from the perspective that he's just like, yo, I'm not going to win shit tonight, but I am going to parade my wife out with her gigantic boobs out.
I saw an incredible AI picture that was basically their roles flip-flopped. It was just Kanye. And she's like in a gown and a dress.
Kanye with his bird out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm fully over the whole Kanye thing. Like, I'm over it. I am unbrainwashed here. The veil's been lifted off. I'm over it.
I was just about to say I might have to do the biggest walk back of my life and say that I might actually like him now.
Yes, me too.
And like, because I've always thought he's incredibly boring. And I think it's like one of those things where if you repeat the joke long enough, the timing of it becomes funny. Like that Family Guy episode where they just did like 15 minutes of the same laughing joke over and over. Like, I think now it's funny. Like, it took this long that I'm a
That's
fan.
like the DJ Khaled thing.
Yeah, like eventually with DJ Khaled, you're just like, okay, fine, you're a fucking genius.
Hold on a second. Did anybody see the DJ Khaled album trailer?
Huh?
No.
Oh my God, Kenny, Google this or put this in YouTube right now. DJ Khaled new album trailer. He made an action movie trailer where Mark Wahlberg and a bunch of like Russian like assets are trying to get the album from him. Dude, it is next level. Like,
Dude, I'm already
Khaled.
sold just based on your synopsis.
It's
sold.
like Mark Wahlberg, like on FaceTime, being like, "You need to get the album. He has Drake features on it. What if he has another 15-minute Jay-Z verse? Get the fucking album." It's like DJ Khaled running with a briefcase, dude. It's incredible.
I gotta find it.
I just love Mark Wahlberg also, and like the way he's like the pray up thing. It's like it's just so weird the way he's doing it. I'm all for prayer and for Catholicism. He's just got like this weird way of making everything seem like it's an energy drink.
Yeah, yes, that's a perfect way to put it. First of all, did you
It's
see
like
that?
you like God, but you also like Prime.
Yeah, no, legit. That's a fucking perfect way to put it. Did you see that new movie he's in where he's got like he's just bald down the middle? He's on like a plane. Hold on, Kenny's sharing this. Did you find the album?
I think so.
Here it is.
Oh shit! Yeah, baby! Let's go! You saw that? God did! God did! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about, baby! Let's get it!
Dude,
He's the
Love him
absolute.
so much.
Okay.
He's the best.
The worst.
I take everything back. He's the funniest human being alive.
He is, dude.
He's like Borat on the next. He's the next incarnation of like that level of trolling the entire universe.
The thing is, though, he's doing a joke about himself, which I kind of enjoy.
No, I know. I'm saying I'm not saying this sarcastically. He's one of the funniest people.
Why do you
the world.
think that?
Why?
Dude, did you not just watch that?
Yeah. Do you have eyes, Dante?
Bring out the ocean.
Dude, he's serious. He's serious.
I
So
know.
you
which
think?
makes it
Wait,
awesome.
this is the White Sox Dave Kamalala love
This is
argument.
exactly what it
you don't think he knew that was bad, or that he looked crazy, fat as shit?
No,
looking
that's
through
the
the air?
point. Like I'll push back on that. I don't know. Like the thing that makes it so amazing to me is that it's the mystery of like, what does he know? Like, is he fully in on the joke? Is he 85% in on the
fucking
joke? Is he
told you
not in on the
guys.
joke at all and he thinks it's serious? You
I
know, like
fucking told you guys. Confusion is the joke. That's
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
the joke. That's the whole joke.
That is like fucking money plus autism equals DJ Khaled.
Bring out the ocean.
Bring out the whole ocean. Call me asparagus, dude.
Call
You know what I
me
mean?
asparagus.
Dude, that I flipped 180 on fucking DJ Khaled. That was
love him to
incredible. And that's like 1/10 of the entire trailer of the album. I'm gonna watch.
It's
I'm
like
gonna,
8 minutes long.
Yes, it's a movie.
It's so long.
Like, I just love the fact that he got rich and he was like, I'm gonna make a movie about myself doing a front flip. And they got like a serious actor. That's a dude from fucking Hamilton. And
I was
the
gonna
other guy.
Like, who are those guys?
That's the dude from Hamilton.
Question: does anybody that actually had a hand in producing any of the songs on the album make an appearance in the trailer? Guessing not.
I don't think so, but it's just funny to listen to Mark Wahlberg on the Zoom just be like, "Yo, he's got 2 Drake features. You have to go get the album now." And then it's just a bunch of like.
Did you see what Drake said like an hour ago?
No, please tell me.
He said he must be talking about Drake Bell because
what? He's not on the album.
He's probably yanking his features.
Oh, because of the Kendrick thing.
Yeah, he wants nothing to do with him.
Did you see Drake last night went on stage in a hoodie with bullet holes and fake smoke coming out of the back?
Yeah, I saw it on Barstool Backstage social media. Did you?
No, I didn't post it because it has copyrighted music in the back, Dante.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
There was no music. It came out to crowd screams.
Look, you don't talk to me. You talk to the people that DM me constantly, tell me to pull shit down. Don't talk to me.
Wait, you took that down?
No.
All right.
But I'm expecting a DM at some point to get.
No, there was no music.
All right. Well, regardless, I thought that was the corniest shit of all time. He is the corniest dude ever. I don't get this. I don't get this faction on the internet. I don't get the faction on the internet that can't acknowledge that Drake's corny. You can say you like him and you like his music. He's corny.
So corny.
He posted a selfie of himself the other day in a pool with his dick sticking out, basically. He's corny. He's like the dude you meet at, like, every group of friends has this one dude that like gets sad and can't talk to women. Like, I don't know how else to put this. Like, it's, you know what I mean? The guy who tries too hard. Drake tries too hard to be cool.
That was well said.
It's accurate.
Thank you. You're literally reading my script for the past 5 years.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Can I get credit for that? I've been on that before Kendrick even
You're
was
that
on
guy.
that.
Fucking disingenuous is the problem. It's so fucking fake.
And it's a thing though, like, he's a great artist. He has so much good music. Just
That's where I.
Yeah.
Okay, check out of it.
Now you're lying to yourself. If you're not trying to act like you haven't listened to good Drake shit,
He's
you're
got
alive.
so much great music, like Katy Perry has so much great music. You know what I mean? Like,
He's been the #1 rapper in the world for like 10 years.
Listen.
No.
Okay.
He's been the #1 rapper in the world for like 10
I
years.
don't even think he's a fucking rapper.
Dude,
right.
He's like a pop star R&B.
he's the Canada
auto-tune.
of rappers. It's that simple.
Yes, he's Canadian for sure. I'll give him that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He is the Canada of rap. Like, yeah.
Look, I'm not going to go as far as to like demonize everything he's ever done. Like,
I don't put him in the
Johnny,
top 50
Johnny, I missed
rappers.
you, bro. I miss Johnny.
Well, he's here now, so everybody's back.
You guys, it feels like hasn't been enough hate on this podcast in a while.
I tried.
I know Kenny's doing his best.
I tried.
Kenny wakes up hating. It's incredible.
Every
But he does it with a smile. I know, Dave, but you do it with a
Dave, but
smile.
Dave, that's your default. Like,
It's true. But look, back to the Grammys for a minute. We can get into Drake at the Grammys and everything like that. Going through our picks that we did beforehand of like best new artist, record of the year, song of the year, and album of the year. I don't think anybody had an illusion that Beyonce wasn't going to win album of the year. I think that was just basically a foregone conclusion based off of like circumstances. What are you shaking your head at?
Dude, did we not like hang out and talk on Sunday night?
Were any of these three guys here?
No, but you're acting like Sunday didn't happen and we didn't have an hour-long like session.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, Dante.
No.
Okay, fuck the Grammys then. I'll just go fuck myself.
No, you can talk about it, but you're like, I don't think it was a surprise to anybody.
Was it a surprise to you? Was it a surprise to you that Beyonce won album of the year?
Yeah, it was bullshit. I talked about it with you. We had like a half-hour talk about it.
I know.
Is different.
A surprise and bullshit is different, is what I'm trying to say. I think we both agreed that this was going to happen. I didn't say she deserved it. I said it was going to happen.
No, I mean you did. I didn't.
ChatGPT, can you design a video of two guys with funny accents and hats arguing about shit no one gives a fuck about? Wow, it's amazing.
Man, I hate you guys. Okay. Kenny, I'll leave this to you because I think you predicted that Kendrick was going to win Song of the Year and Record of the Year.
I have things to say.
Go ahead. Make sure it's okay with Dante first.
I feel like some of you guys and some personal friends of mine have been giving me shit since like Mr. Morale, and I've been like, dude, fucking can't. He's not even done. He's not even peaked yet. Like all these things, and people were like, I don't know, fucking record, blah blah blah, this and that. Dude, 5 Grammys, fucking Super Bowl, all this shit. Like I fucking told everybody. That
No
dude is
argument
the
here.
Fucking man, and it is so good. That fucking song is so
Dante,
good.
call him what
Okay,
you
so
call me.
legitimate
Dante, call him
question
what you
now
call
that
me.
he won, is it going to be performed at the Super Bowl?
Yes, 100%.
You think so?
Well, right. We heard about the lawsuits from Drake and his attorneys hitting up the NFL, saying like, you don't want to be a part of the back end of this and what that will mean and blah 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 blah. So there's something to be said about will they allow him / will Kendrick fucking do it anyway? And obviously, we all hope that he's gonna fucking do it anyway. But even just the Grammys thing, like when they had the picture of the song artwork, right? When he's winning record of the year, and it's just all the fucking whatever they call it,
Red dots around
the
Drake's
red dots on
house.
his fucking house, dude. Are you fucking kidding me?
Watching
Wild.
Taylor Swift
Wild.
sing "Certified Pedophile" is.
And can I tell you, every fucking person in that Grammy Hall screaming A minor.
It was incredible. It really was.
I've watched that clip 1,000 times.
Think about your grandma watching the Super Bowl and trying to understand what's going on at halftime. Like,
I can't wait for all my redneck white friends to be like, I didn't really like it, man. It's not as good as fucking Petty. You know,
there was
whatever.
something about that halftime show I just didn't like. I couldn't put my finger on it.
So funny. It's like every time it's anything other than a fucking white country star, they're like, I don't really think they did a good job.
Do you remember
Who are
Bruce?
these friends of yours, Kenny?
Kenny, who are you hanging out?
I live in Thousand Oaks, dog. I
Oh, that's true. You are in the you're in the not so
Only
liberal part of
Only
LA.
LA is that. Everywhere else is very different.
I think he's gonna play it, and I think he might play it multiple times. I think he might run it back to
Dude,
back.
That'd be so sick.
He won't do the whole song. He won't do one whole song the entire time.
If
but-
he fucking starts the show off with it, I'll turn off the TV just because of like I want my life to end there.
All right, let's take a bet right now. What is the first song he plays? I have a pick. I think it's gonna be Backseat Freestyle.
Yeah, it's so hot.
Humble.
I
Backstreet.
think it might be like not like us. I
Do-
think if he's gonna do it, if he's gonna fucking do it,
I think he's
No,
gonna.
I
Have,
think you want the anticipation of that, so
Yeah.
that for the entire performance, everyone's like, "Will he? Won't he? Will he? Won't he?"
yeah,
You know?
totally.
he will, and there's no way you win fucking song and record of the year.
He's done a couple openings for his arena shows where he comes out and he does that piano, the DNA piano. line.
DNA, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
DNA.
I was like, that'd be
Humble or
pretty tough,
DNA
too.
would make sense.
That's the Super Bowl song
Yeah.
right there. It's
No,
like
wait.
Dun, dun,
Uh,
dun.
when
Yeah.
he came when he did the Super Bowl halftime show with Dre and Snoop.
Yeah.
What did he come out and do?
Which was so sick. I just saw another clip from that.
Was it Humble?
I don't think so. I think it was, or if it was like a different take on it. It was like how they do it.
What if he only did deep cuts? He just did like Money Trees, and he just went and did like
Savior.
I'm dying of thirst.
Dude,
like
if he
shit.
did
Yeah, he just
Savior,
came
he's
out
so
and did
fucking
all Mr. Morale shit. He
Yeah.
does like United in Grief, just confuses everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I look at it as I think the performance is going to be incredible. Obviously, SZA is going to be there as well, so they'll do like Luther or All the Stars. Will there be any other surprise guests on Sunday? Do we?
Has to be.
I don't think Wayne's going to do it.
No, I mean, as much as everybody wants to, I don't know that it necessarily makes sense unless Wayne's gonna come out and do a Wayne song.
Well, Wayne won't do it because of Drake.
Right. Well, yeah.
No, there's no way. They're best friends. They're like boys to death.
Are they?
Yes. Drake has Lil Wayne's face tattooed on him. It's
I know,
not
but
going to
a lot's
happen.
come out.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Lots happened since then.
Is that the ultimate betrayal? To go out? Yeah, I guess that probably would be the
Yeah.
ultimate betrayal.
And he's signed to his label. He's made so much money off him. He's not gonna cut that off.
That's
He
Game of
wouldn't do
Thrones
that.
shit. That's
Did
Game
you
of
see what
Thrones
did
shit.
you see what he said? He's announcing something big tomorrow. He
What
put out
could
a
be?
video.
What could be big enough to like
I think he's gonna do a pop up. I think he's gonna do a pop up like performance
in New Orleans?
Yeah, like a concert of his own.
I don't know if that's gonna move the needle. I don't know.
Let me see if there's predictions.
Yeah, what are the betting odds here on what the first song's gonna be? I still
it's
think
not like us. I'm looking.
Not Like Us
I
is the
still
first
like
song.
DNA for the best song or first song, but not like us.
I don't know. I fully think I have no doubt in my mind that Not Like Us is going to be
Kick
played.
off with Squabble Up.
That makes
Fucking
sense, actually. That's a banger.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think coming out to Mad City would just set the place
For that,
like
yeah.
If
off.
Pyrus and Crips all got along, they probably got me dead by the end of the song. That'd be banging. That's a
That
good
would-
call.
A remix.
That-
You
of
could
the
probably
place
Squabble
will
change
go
it.
Marching
nuts.
In.
Like, what
I'm
is
just
it?
I'm just the DJ though.
City?
Don't ask me.
A record number of songs will
Yeah.
be performed. I could see that. I could see a record
13,
number of songs.
Just hitting them all.
I like how they said there, with being a rapper, he can just go through them all because they all kind of sound the same.
Who is this by?
This
TV
is
off.
Proceed.
Yeah, but first off, Not Like
The
Us.
loudest mustard on a record.
Oh my God, will he do TV off?
Yo, what did he say at the Grammys? He's like, just somebody give me a goddamn broom.
Oh yeah, Mustard came. Good for Mustard, by the way.
So
Mustard's
sick.
deserved this kind of shit for a long
Yeah.
time. He has so many hits. King Kunta definitely.
I like it, but they say he won't play it. Bullshit. I mean,
Lil Wayne makes a shocking appearance. I can't see it, man. I can't see a world where Wayne comes out and just zero Drake references will be made. Did they fucking blur out Drake's
look at
face?
this. Look at this. People are joking about him playing Not Like Us for 13 minutes straight.
Dude, how petty is he? Is the question. How petty?
Honestly, he's not, because he could have went very low and been, kind of. I mean, he could have stomped on Drake's grave on Sunday night, and he took the high road. He didn't reference him or the song really. He, referenced L.A., Compton, where he's from. He shouted out, people around him. He was very professional and classy on Sunday. I was impressed by that.
Do you think he wore the Canadian tuxedo on purpose?
Fuck that.
No, I think he's just a short, ugly guy, and he dresses the part.
Yeah, that's mean, dude. You keep it up, dude. He's gonna have a fucking song about you in like 20 minutes. Oh, I still keep thinking back to when KFC argued with me about who won the battle. There was a period of time.
I can't even believe anybody at any point was fucking.
I mean, it was fresh. It was fresh back then.
Fresh is one thing, dude. I'm just saying. I thought it was
talking about a rapper versus a joke. You know what I mean? Like an actual wordsmith, fucking poet, rapper versus like some pop star. Fuck. Who,
but you're
All
right.
right,
Family
but
Matters
again,
was fire.
Yeah, and again, you got to think, man. He destroyed Meek Mill's career. Like, if he didn't let his foot off the gas and take his foot off Meek Mill's throat, like, Meek Mill's irrelevant right now. He made amends with him because Michael Rubin, of course. But I mean, I'm trying to think who else besides Pusha T did he get into it with? Colin? He's had more beefs than this.
Well, I mean, Rick Ross at the same time. Common on Stay Scheming. He was coming at Common the whole time, which is not fair. It's a weird battle.
But I feel like, I don't know a whole lot about all the other battles. I do know about them, but it doesn't seem like any of those were as much about who's the better rapper.
I mean, back to back was an all-time diss track. Like, that was a club banger just as much as Not Like Us is.
Well, I mean, is it a world tour? Or your girls tour was tough. That was a tough look. But I don't know.
But
first off,
even then, I'm like, in my head, I don't know if it's a writer thing, but like banger can mean banger, sure. But when you're talking about the depth of what they're fucking saying, I never felt like Drake ever held a candle to what Kendrick was able to do.
It does make me laugh of like back then the dirtiest shit said was like, is this a world tour or your girls tour? And this one is like, dude, you should be on Megan's list. It went so low. It went so fucking low.
It's not even low. It's deep. You know what I mean? And like smart and like fucking wild.
Yeah, these are two people that clearly hated each other, or at least one dude that really hated the other guy.
The only person that could beat Kendrick in like a battle rap, like not in terms of rapping, is like Trump. There's no one else on earth that can be like do insults that are comical, entertaining, and like hard hitting as well.
Little Kendrick Lamar, yeah,
he's a little guy,
little guy,
little feet.
Yeah. I'm not a pedophile. I don't. He might be, but I'm not. You know what I mean? It'd be one of those, like,
Some
that's
say
a
I'm
good
the
point.
best rapper in the world.
By the way, how about, dude, we went from 4 years of not knowing where the president was to just every day being like, he said what? Holy shit. He said yesterday they're going to turn the Gaza Strip into the Riviera of the Middle East.
It's so funny because it's almost like there wasn't a leaked pamphlet about the Gaza being a fucking Trump golf course a year
Oh,
ago.
man. Holy shit. Yeah, we should probably stay off this room.
Although it's funny, I'm always like, a real estate mogul wants to do real estate development. Who didn't see that fucking coming?
Never could have seen that one coming.
It's so wild.
Can we move into the Kanye thing? There was a new interview that came out between Kanye and Justin LeBoy, who I don't know who that guy is. He just kind of hangs out with Kanye all the time. They do podcasts together where Kanye says crazy shit for half an hour. Kanye came out because he's getting a lot of shit because all of his new music videos are all AI. And he basically said, like, yo, when I did auto-tune for 808s and Heartbreak, people thought that was corny and that I was destroying music. Now I'm going to use AI. And he went and like showed examples of how he was going to use it. Is that swaying you whatsoever in thinking about AI as a tool, or is it more like Kanye, shut the fuck up?
Dude, I think ultimately he's actually right on this one because I've been going down some fucking deep existential dread, like doom scrolls of like AI influencers. I don't mean like fake people. I mean like people that talk about AI, and like the end is fucking near. So it's either like adapt and use it, or it's like it's the most terrifying time I think in history in regards to this. So like if he's using it, I
tell
think,
us more. Please tell us more.
I mean, we should probably do this. Let me like put together some links of the things I've been watching. We can talk about it in detail. I don't have anything to specifically point to, but just where they're getting to, like with Suno, Timbaland is partnered with Suno now, where literally you sing in like you rap in or sing in a little melody, it fills in the rest, the entire song for you
that
in generative form that you want, and it's getting to the point that like even me as the fucking musical genius that I am, but you know, like it's becoming indistinguishable. Like I've had some real moments of just like, what? Why am I fucking bothering? The only time I can not feel like this is the end is like my brothers and I have been practicing playing like real instruments together. Like that's a thing. That's
what a novel thought.
Yeah, like that's a thing that's not is not going to disappear, obviously. But you want music for your commercial, or you want music for background, or you just want music for a playlist for your average person. The one who was the one that's sent that shit, Dante? Remember the guy that was doing research? They're like the people that do radio research on how a song's going to do. They're testing AI music now. It's testing as well.
Jesus Christ.
And now you put it, and then the other important factor that he said was that like you factor in the fact that most people don't actually care about the artist for the majority of their music. Like, yeah, you're interested in Kendrick or like a superstar like Chappell Roan or something. But if you're just putting on playlists for like workout, chill, do studying, whatever the fuck, they don't care. They do not care what it is. So it's going to be about like building personality in every possible way that you can to gather attention, or doing something that you can't do yet live, which is to play live, or just find like you're being pushed to find something that can't be replicated. Because right now I think we're actually at the point where music can be replicated.
Yeah,
almost all of it.
I think I just got our next idea.
What is it?
I think we need to develop the first AI artist and start pushing them.
You don't remember FN Mecca?
I mean,
the first AI artist who got signed and canceled within a week because they said it was racist.
Well, he was dropping like
correct,
dude. It's that when you combine. Like we're way late on that, by the way, Dante. But like when you combine the music part with being able to then do live real-time modeling of like I sing the song right, but then you replace me with a hot chick or a hot dude, and it's almost indistinguishable. Like you can create all of your visual assets. You can create 1,000 variations of them that you can spit out to TikTok and all your platforms and try different A/B testing on it. It's just
So
like
is
fucking
the
hell.
only person that's going to matter anymore like top line songwriters that like come up with the idea, like sing it shittily into a mic and then get like AI to replace it with a girl?
Yeah, like someone's still gonna find a way to write something. I think that like sticks in people's head, and like that's been evident. Like we've had this AI stuff going, and then like songs like Chapel Roan comes out and puts out songs that still connect with people. Billie Eilish, like all the people that are connected with people. I just think that's such a top tier thing. It's like those people survive for a little longer. It's like literally us in the middle who've had varying degrees of success in the industry that it becomes much more of a difficult question to break a new artist. If you're an existing artist, you've got eyeballs already on you. People are interested in your story, in the content you're doing. Like if you're just another fucking dude or girl or hot dude or hot girl or hot group, it's like, why? Like why do we like it's like it's not just that, like we can do it cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
that's a fact.
so I know that's like super, but I'm simultaneously hopeful that like it still feels good to play live music. I think people still feel good, like going to see that. That I think that's still going to have a lot of value, which is kind of encouraging. And it's like that's actually the part of music I enjoy. Like
You're almost going to have to make music funny if you want to get attention. I'm dead serious. Like you're gonna have to do something like to initially get distinguishable, like maybe a Kamalala.
well, look at not like this. Replace the lyrics, oh, not like us. You replace the lyrics with that with just like normal Kendrick bars.
Sure.
Is it going as big of a song as it did? No way.
Not even close.
Like not even close. So that yeah, like he's played perfectly. Like obviously he's a great artist and has got like his real art, but then he's playing perfectly knowing what's required and necessary now to have a breakout hit. Same thing with Chapel Roan. Like they're really good songs, but the whole part of it is like it's Chapel Roan. She's fucking always getting in an argument with someone on social media about this, or I don't want to be famous. I do want to be famous. It's all the cultural aspects of it. And I'm not even criticizing that. I'm just saying like that's the game you got to fucking play. It's Beyonce making white people angry that there's a country album with Beyonce on it. Is it the greatest album ever? Clearly fucking not. But like eyeballs, dude.
No, I get what you're saying. It's not just talent based anymore. I will say though, like Chapel Roan is a little bit of an exception because she is a new artist that came through with just bangers. That was a fucking lightning in a bottle situation.
No, I think I'm saying I'm not totally discouraged and pessimistic because there's still, it's like the main reason it deeply connected with people because I think people deeply like the music, even above the personality. Like the personality and the cultural stuff brings in like the fans, but they're not staying if they don't feel moved by the music.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But the AI shit does scare me. And to watch Kanye, who's one of the biggest artists in the world, using it the way that he's using it is interesting.
Yeah.
He took a rapper. So this is part of the video. He took a rapper. Kenny, I don't know if you can find this. He took a rapper and the rapper wrote a verse over one of his beats. And then Kanye used AI to put Kanye's voice over top of it and replace it. So Kanye he usually uses songwriters to write his rhymes for him. Then he has to go in and record them. Now it literally was just Kanye putting his voice into AI.
Oh, I might start liking him. Do you know why? Because my biggest complaint about Kanye is when he opens his mouth. Like the production's cool, his ideas are cool, and then he opens his mouth. I'm like, oh, please stop! You're rapping out of time in like a bad way, not in a creative way.
No, I know.
But if he's getting other people to like actually get the flow and the rhythm of it right, I don't know. I'm trying to change my mind.
I don't know. The AI shit. I have not flipped on the fact that I don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't do anything for me.
No one likes the thing that comes to take their life away.
Something I was looking for the Kanye West thing, and I found a link. It said Kanye West drops creepy AI generated video, and part of it is that. But I don't know what they're talking about here. But it's Trump and Obama fighting AI edit. That's AI, dude.
Dude, have you seen the videos of them making like them kiss each other?
Is this the video? Is this the Kanye video?
No.
Vultures one?
Well, no, he's dropping an AI generated movie for his album Vultures.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
I mean, dude, you guys, I realize we're at the point right now where this is actually doable within a day or two. We could each record a couple minutes of us talking like we're doing right now, talking head style, upload it to a service. I forget the name of the service, an AI service, where it creates an avatar of us that's 85, 90% realistic. Then you just feed it scripts of whatever we want and have the podcast run without us.
That would be great.
Yeah, like literally, I think we could have Chat GPT write it, whether we want to sound either intelligent or do it in Hindi or Russian or Chinese, and like Barstool Backstage now in Mandarin. Done.
Yo,
like,
hold on a
that's
second.
literally doable today.
I just looked
easily.
I just looked at the chat, and there's like 2 comments in there right back to back. It said, "Wait a second, is that White Sox Dave?"
Is he gay?
And then somebody
See,
else.
dude, it's about personality. He's our. Which way am I pointing? He's our meal ticket.
Yes.
White Sox
Agreed.
Dave is our fucking meal ticket.
What is that?
It means
supposed
you're
to
the
mean?
fucking star.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we can have like all our interesting conversations and thoughts about this. You're a fucking star, and you need to get on the White Sox Dave train.
Is this the
or
AI
get the fuck
conversation?
out.
though,
I'm not being sarcastic. Like, Dave's got something that I don't think AI could capture. There's a
I
certain aspect of Dave's personality and like humor and everything that's not easily capturable.
There is another comment here that I wanted to bring up, and it's somebody defending the weekend. I will not. It said no weekend slander available. I will slander the weekend. I still think that performance was dumb. I thought the album was okay.
His fans are nuts, man.
Dude, it's
Some
crazy.
kid went at me on Twitter telling me he's the greatest artist of our generation. Like, what? What?
He's fine.
Who said that?
A lot
mean,
of people.
Psycho.
Streams wise, he has one metric, right? Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
can't really beat
I
the.
feel like there's more than one intern that would agree with that statement.
Yeah. Wait, hold on, Dave. Didn't you say you wanted to say something about the interns?
Kind of. Like, what's wrong with just admitting a fucking song?
Oh, you're talking about us getting called old.
Yeah, Lady Gaga.
Okay,
That song
let's
sucks.
talk about
And
this.
Lady Gaga, a lot of confused.
Okay, the new Lady Gaga song.
I'll stand by that. Like, when it's Lady Gaga in a piano and she's just singing, she's great. Like, her pop music is so fucking. It makes my ears want to bleed. And that song was just more like they're correct. It was more the same Lady Gaga. It's like old Gaga. It was old Gaga that made me want to gouge my ears out with like a fucking.
I didn't think it was that bad. I just thought it was more of a playbook situation where it's just after a certain point, like pop artists start making old music for gay dudes. That's just what I thought. Like it just felt like industrial like club music. It doesn't do anything for me. I also thought
Nothing.
He's better than that. I dislike it because I expect more. I think she's better
Nothing
than that.
screams cutting edge, pushing the envelope, avant-garde, like presented by MasterCard at the end of the video.
Yes, facts. Agreed. I do give her credit because she bought fucking 3 minutes of airtime during the Grammys to plug her new single. That was cool.
Dante brings up an interesting point though, because like if you've got Kendrick Lamar doing this edgy diss track, playing the Super Bowl, like where is the actual avant-garde now of like pushing the line of what can be said? And I don't mean like some dumb like alt-right or hard left person like doing dumb political shit. I mean like there must be some artists that are pushing the edge that corporations are saying, no, we don't want that. It's too edgy for us.
What would that be though?
No, I'm asking. I don't know. I'm asking the question. Like, what is that?
Wow, that's a good question, actually.
Like, who is that?
Kenny's usually got a good answer.
I think
for
that corporations have just gotten so open-minded. Actually, now, I don't mean actually open-minded. I mean open-minded in sense of like, if they can get eyeballs on their product, they're fine with it. Like they would literally take anybody. They throw all their non-existent morals out the window. It didn't used to be that way. Like companies would stand their ground. Like remember the fucking shit about Timberlake and Janet Jackson and all that. Like as fake as that was, like there were companies who were like, well, our brand can't be seen to be associated with a boob.
Yeah, we can't have Janet Jackson's nipple out and try and sell vitamin water. Like,
yeah,
what are you
who
doing?
is that now? Like I guess there's some companies that are not going to do that, but I guarantee a bunch of companies that have used and will use Not Like Us to sell products.
Well, I don't know. Lil Nas X was like giving the devil a lap dance at the Grammys. Like, is there like a line anymore? Like as far as like where brands will look at something and be like, that's pretty hardcore. I don't know if I can get into
Lil
that.
Nas X have like bloody Nike shoes or something?
Yeah,
like
he had a partnership with Nike where he was selling shoes with his blood in there. By the way,
those are a remake.
you guys did miss Dante on Sunday. I hate to bring up something from Sunday, Dante, but Dante on his he found the satanic worship aspect of the Grammys and he started going off. As soon as the weekend came on the screen,
I didn't find it, dude. It was thrown in our face. Open your eyes.
you're right, dude. I obviously I'm a sheep. I did not see it.
He was cloaked in red lights, and a bunch of people in those green screen costumes going like this.
There's definitely no way, by the way, that Satan, the fucking Beelzebub, wears any of the outfits that everyone thinks he wears.
Yeah, what
And
would
that's it? That's his like outer marketing thing.
Yeah.
What would he look like? I don't know.
He's at
Like
home.
a dude in a business suit or something. Like,
Yeah.
He wears a comb over blonde hair and a red tie.
Damn. Trump? Is that what you're trying to say, Dante? Whoa, Dante.
Oh, so Dante actually really
of the
liked
year.
Kamala. He's like, no, this is yeah. Like
It's my ringtone.
Oh my god. I don't know how we got there. Let's move towards our last thing here, and I wanted to bring this up because the one thing I did kind of have a question about post Grammys was like, what is the identity of a lot of these genres if we're still looking at genre as a construct? Because I got really mad about the Rolling Stones winning Best Rock Album and the Grammys winning Best Rock Song. And I was
Kenny, wake up and pay attention. This was Colin's best point on Sunday night.
Yeah, I said
by far.
He
made it. Colin, reiterate what you said on Sunday about
my
this.
argument was letting a band like the Rolling Stones. And by the way, to all the people in the chat on Sunday night, I'm not saying the Rolling Stones aren't the greatest band of all time. They are. What I'm saying is they're 85 years old and they fucking mailed in an album. And just because you're the Rolling Stones doesn't mean that you get to win the Grammy for Best Rock Album. Because when you do that,
who argues?
A lot of
people.
You
know what blew my mind? Did you know how many they had coming into Sunday night?
No, how many?
2 all time.
Excuse
me? That was their third Grammy.
That's how big the competition was back in the day.
That's what I was gonna say. That was a
But that's how embarrassing is that?
Well, Kendrick won 5 Grammys for a song that he made in 4 hours.
Yeah. He's got 22 now.
Yeah,
I think there's a message here, guys.
But my point
Ronnie,
was
that was my big point. That was my big Beyonce point. Was that this was like giving Denzel the Actor of the Year Oscar for Training Day when he's made 10 million movies better than that. Beyonce's probably her worst album, and she wins Album of the Year for it when she's deserved it for.
It's a little fucked up that you use Training Day in that example, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
but I get what Dante's saying.
I'm saying that it's like pandering. It's like pandering. They got like guilted into it. Textbook Jay-Z.
It's the same thing with the Oscars. Like that just seems to be. It's like it's a timing thing. They're like they don't want to give someone an award unless they're like a new star that they're trying to break, like Dave's boy Chalamet or something.
The way I look at it, like the point I was trying to make with the rock genre is when you keep reliving the past and you give the 2 big Grammys of the night to a band that they made a song with AI and 2 of the band members are dead, and you give the other one to the Rolling Stones for an album, the only thing people knew about it was Sydney Sweeney's boobs were in the video. But then you have a band like Fontaines DC and Idols who both are like on the come up, and then you just completely shit on them. The genre has no face.
It's hard to compete.
You're holding it back, as what Colin
You're holding
said.
it back. Who is the face of rock and roll right now? Tell me.
Well, I'm saying I think it is probably bands like the ones that at least they were nominated, Idols and Fontaines DC. Like it is those bands, but there still appears to be like an old guard that's like unwilling to let go, to just not fucking nominate the Rolling Stones for something that is clearly undeserving of a.
But I'm saying the fact that you can't point to one rock band, one actual band, and be like they are the face of the genre. Most people don't know who Fontaines DC and Idols are. We do because we're nerds. This could have been an opportunity to put them on a pedestal and be like, yo, this is the future right here. That was my point that people seem to misconstrue for some reason. That was the point I was trying to make. But I'm dead serious. If you look at rock, pop, country, and rap, can you name like a face of the genre in each genre? Rock, obviously, we can't. Right? They just don't exist.
I think rock's having a similar thing that hip hop is like it's reached the end of it. It needs to die and come back as something new, basically.
Right. I'm not arguing, but there's so many bands. There's so many fucking bands, and none of them are being pushed to the forefront.
But they'll come. I'm saying they'll come. There's people already are making the new avant-garde. They're not necessarily in the like ultra public consciousness, but
go ahead, Kenny.
Right. That's kind of what Johnny was just saying. It's like putting them in the public forefront. Is that only by means of being nominated or winning a Grammy? Because when you look at bands like Turnstile selling out 8,000 cap rooms all over the country, you're like, that's pretty fucking big.
Okay, but
also there's certain genres that literally, if they get the acceptance and the public accolades that people want them to get, it takes away what they're doing. Like they exist because they're outside the system partially.
Okay, go back 10 years. You could have said Foo Fighters, right? You could have said Foo Fighters. Yeah. They were the biggest band in the world. If you needed something, Dave Grohl was the guy. Who's the band now?
Yeah, well, it's not the same. Yeah, it's just not the same. Since like 2016, when I left, it's not been the same.
Oh, so this was your fault?
No, I'm not saying it's my fault. I'm just saying.
No, it's a progression of streaming and like the fact that there's 120,000 songs a day coming. Like, who's the guy for anything?
Okay, there's my next question. In country music, who would it be? Because this is a harder one based on the fact that I think that there's two schools of thought here. There's pop country and then there's country. So then your argument is it fucking Morgan Wallen or Luke Combs?
It's those two, and then probably
or is it
Brooks,
Stapleton?
Right?
It's Darth Brooks.
Or is it Sturgill Simpson? Or is it Tyler Childers? Like,
I think country. I guess your point is a good point because in country it is easier to see who's the main faces of any particular genre. Rock is. I mean, it's just a fucking smaller genre right now by a long shot.
Well, I kind of what you're saying. The only faces of rock right now are the same faces, or you could only use the faces from 10 years ago. There's nobody since then that would replace a Dave Grohl or a fucking Black Keys or like that.
My point exactly.
What about the Black?
They're a great band, but I don't even know that you consider them rock and roll. Because
if you ask,
that would be my argument. Are they even rock and roll?
People, 7 of them wouldn't have never heard of them. If you ask a whole crowd, 10 people, have you heard of Foo Fighters? Every single one.
I think we're going back to the same thing we always go back to. I think it's the Killers.
But I love the Killers, but the Killers were the hottest when they were in 2004.
Yeah.
No, dude, they're so hot.
Yeah. No, I love the Killers. I think they're the best live band in the world right now.
They're still not putting out massive records.
That's the point.
Like, there's just they're still playing Mr. Brightside.
What do you say? I'm going to say the Strokes or Kings of Leon next. Like,
sorry, Kenny. Why don't you produce a song for them?
Yeah,
Put them back on the map.
Give me a call, baby. You know what I mean?
But even going further than that, right? Like country, at least they do a good job of pushing their current stars to where it's like we're talking like that would have been the equivalent if George Strait was in that fucking thing yesterday.
Yeah, but there's something to be said about them pushing their current stars versus to whom they're pushing to wanting anything other than those country stars, right? Like a lot of these brands, they don't want a fucking rock and roll band. A lot of these,
but
ad space and
it's not even just that though. Like you can walk up to somebody on the street and talk about Lainey Wilson or talk about fucking Luke Combs and all this. You can't do that with rock bands right now. It just doesn't scratch the itch.
You're trying to make it about the bands. I think it's just about the genre in general. Rock's in a low point, just numbers wise. So there are current, like I would say, Idols does actually stand out as like one of the leaders of like a new movement of just bare bones, like old school, like this is rock and roll, shut the fuck up sort of music. But it's just way smaller, even as popular as they are. So you can't compare it to fucking Luke Combs doing fucking stadium tours and shit.
I'm using this in the same way people talk about baseball, where they're like, who's the face of the league? It's like, yeah, Shohei Ohtani's great. Is he the face of the league? Probably not. Is it Mike Trout? He never stays healthy. Whereas you look at football and you're like, okay, there's Patrick Mahomes right there. There's LeBron James. Do you know what I mean? Like Rock is in this spot where they just don't have a superstar right now.
Well, Colin?
I'm trying.
You know what I mean?
Make
God's
my
open,
songs
baby.
better.
Let's fucking go.
But okay, so even on that front, like country obviously has the guys. They're doing great. Pop music, I think is also had a year where they just introduced new people that people connected with, right? Because Taylor Swift is obviously the face of pop music. Obviously. But if you want to look 10 years down the line, you have Billie Eilish, who I don't ever think Billie Eilish will be the face of pop music because she tends to run outside of that in a way.
She also probably doesn't want to be the
That's
face
what
of
I
pop
mean.
music, you know?
That's what I mean. But then you have Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter and Chappell Roan. Like, they're in a good spot. They're in a good
spot. The Billy and Phineas comments about like everybody, her fans like getting mad at other people's fans getting mad about who won this, and that. And they're both like, it's not that serious. Chill out.
Chill the fuck out. Yeah, people got mad that Casey Musgraves didn't give Beyonce like a standing ovation on top of her chair when she lost.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Shut up.
But then even on the other side of that, so we talked about rap. I think rap is in a similar situation to rock. Who is the face of rap right now?
Kendrick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Kendrick's been around. Kendrick's first album came out in 2012. His first mixtape came out in 2009. You have been, and I'm not saying he's old or aging. I'm just saying like
It's called a reign. This is his reign.
Yes.
I'm
who's
big-
behind them though? That will last.
Colin, I'm not actually sure I'm understanding your question because like there's the rock thing, like rock's a small genre right now. There's bands that are leaders of the new movement of rock within the scale that they operate at. Same thing in hip hop. Like I don't know, like what can you put your point a different way? Like I'm literally actually not thinking I'm understanding your point.
So no, here I'll explain it quick.
There you go.
Colin's saying that like there's inarguably the face of most genres out there. Even and you're saying that there are the people that are the face of rock, they're just not on the same scale as a whole as the rest of genres, right?
Correct.
But yeah, so you're both right. But I see Colin's point where it's like,
I think it's more about like retooling for the next generation, but also like who is the figurehead, like top of the pops kind of a person, like who is that person? Because for years that was evident in rock and roll. Like there was at least like superstars you could point to. And I'm not even saying that rap doesn't have superstars. What I'm saying is like looking in the future, who is that next generation coming up behind them that like, yo, that's the guy or that's the girl. Like, I don't see it. And with country, I see it. And even with like EDM, I see it. There's a lot of like great up and coming EDM artists that are like really making a way. And like, you can look at it and say like Fred again. And even on the other side, John Summit, where you're like, oh shit, okay, there you go. That makes sense to me. Rock music, I don't see it. I just don't see it. And I think it's a failure of the genre more than anything. And the people,
I wouldn't place blame necessarily as a failure of the genre or of the artists even. I think things go through phases where like sounds go in and out of vogue. Like there was like guitars coming back. McGee, he's a face of the new rock and roll because he's probably the most popular dude that holds a guitar.
Sure.
You know, of the new people. So that might be a direction that goes. I have a feeling that sound's going to kind of come and go relatively quickly because it's so specific. But like, he's a face that I can see as like the face of like. First of all, like, what are you defining as rock? Because like McGee's.
That's a good point.
You wouldn't. I mean, he's kind of rock because there's a guitar and it's like. There's elements of it being a band and a rock, but he's not rock like Idols or rock or like Queens of the Stone Age is rock.
I think it's just what my point is overall is that I see emerging superstars in other avenues. Even people like Billy Strings in the folk world, where people are like camping out for days to go see this guy. They have like this cult thing going on. But there's artists like Sam Fender coming out, who Sam is phenomenal and in the UK is a big name. Here doesn't make waves whatsoever. He's playing Webster Hall.
I think this might be a part of it, and Kenny can speak to this. Like the genres that are becoming way more popular now, like sonically speaking, rock and roll has become way harder to listen to in terms of what everyone's used to listening to in their headphones. Everything's got into this very sculpted on the top end and the high mids, where everything's like pleasant. Rock and roll's not pleasant, kind of by design. It needs to hurt a little, like literally your ears. I feel like there's just like a movement away from music that like hurts.
Fair. Fair.
Like even like pop country and all that, it all looks the same on like an EQ curve. It's all very, just like it's very pleasant to your. It's like ear candy.
So we need Limp Bizkit to come back.
Do you want to know why rock is fucking dead? Look at
Sure.
this. Just enjoy this. You know what I mean? Like Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, Falling in Reverse, Breaking Bench, Scott Stapp, Cedar,
This is my
Papa
point.
Roach,
This
Daughtry,
is my point.
Shine Down.
Active rock has always been active rock is always like
Right, but that's to
10
Johnny's
years
point,
late, you know.
Right, but to Johnny's point, take it a little bit further. Rock over the last 15 years has become alternative and like indie pop. It is split at the seams, right? Because
Pop country and other country.
Right, because like 21 Pilots would technically, radio-wise, be considered a rock and roll band. They're far from it. They're an alternative band, even kind of broaching into the hip-hop world. But like rock just dissolved and dissipated into two different things. And that's so like Downey was saying, I don't know that you can place blame on like the bands, the artists, the labels, whatever. It's more like the culture has taken rock and split it apart.
That's all I was trying to say.
The one thing that might bring it back is that I feel like AI music does certain genres better than others. EDM, pop, R&B, rap, AI is fucking nailing those. I can't tell the difference because all pop and rap right now literally sounds like it. Like I've listened to them like, how did they get away with using AI on the new fucking Drake album for the last 10 years? They didn't even have the technology and they've been doing this shit. Whereas rock, it feels like it's not quite as easy to capture some of the subtleties. And if rock musicians start playing out of time a little bit more and not doing everything to a click, which is where I'm feeling like like our band is feeling like we're going that direction, is like, let's start tracking more shit live. Let's start playing more shit live. Let's add more literal improvisation into it. That might be some saving grace for rock as a genre, is to like go more real. Which is what's happened partially in country, because like AI could do Morgan Wallen. I genuinely actually think
they just did. White Sox Dave.
Yeah, it might be using that on him, but they can't do Chris Stapleton and they can't do Sturgill Simpson in the way that those guys have got. There's subtlety to it. Agreed. Subtlety has been compressed out of all art forms. It's been homogenized, like milk is homogenized. Like it's literally just been like, take the top where the things really stand out and take the bottom where things really push the edge in terms of dirtiness, darkness, or avant-garde. And they're just like, we'll just fit it nice in this nice little band here where corporations can use it, girls can like it, guys can like it, young people can like it. Yeah, like it all just starts sounding the same.
Yeah, just have a guy who sings like Freddie Mercury in a leotard doing front flips. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah, like you've got to have the brave artists. I use that word lightly because there's nothing less brave than an artist, but like people willing to push the edge.
Yeah, like the 85-year-old Rolling Stones.
Part of that, Johnny, is what you talked about in the very beginning, is like cost, right? Like how much longer from an engineer standpoint does it take to track something live, play it enough times to get it all?
Well, yeah,
right?
exactly.
Work
it's
on
like
it in the back end, as opposed to putting it on a grid, record one instrument at a time, in, out, boom, money well spent. So it's like, yeah, a lot of people would probably do better off or make better music if they afforded the time to.
It's not just the cost, like the opportunity cost of, you have to put out 25 fucking songs a year. So an easy way to do that is to do loop-based EDM/pop production. Do you know how much easier it is for me to make Dirty Texans records than a Congas record? Do you know the years that goes into a Congas record? Because it's something I genuinely care about, and I want everything to be perfect, not to the point of like being overly processed or whatever, just like I want to get it perfectly right. I'm going to do 1,000 guitar solos or accordion solos till it's right. Whereas like a pop dance record, it's like, it grooves, it hits, cool, put it out.
Couldn't agree more. That's a fucking great point.
If only on some of those Congo songs you'd have done one more take, man.
Just one more.
Fuck you.
All right. Before we get out of here, does anybody have anything on or off the list? Anything irking them? I mean, on my list is DJ Khaled for that album trailer.
Love a DJ Khaled. He'll be on my list forever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I got a DJ Khaled was definitely on my list. On my list, the Philadelphia Eagles. This is the last time you guys are going to see me before I'm a 2-time world champion. Do you know what that feels like?
I hope so, man. I really, really hope so. It's going to be I'll
Wait,
go
are
with
we all
those the
supporting
other
the
way.
Eagles here? I'll
have
go
to.
with them. I mean,
No. We don't support teams in the U.S.
what do we do? We hate other teams.
We root for them.
Shit. We root
Oh.
for them. We're not supporters. Oh, I'm a Manchester United.
Okay, so
supporter.
you're a
Ugh.
Trump rooter.
This is
Yes.
this is my pitch, dude. There's no reason we can't win this game. There's no reason. We have better running backs.
No,
We-
dude, I'm supporting the Eagles. I just want anything that's not connected to Taylor Swift.
That's fair. Although she is an Eagles fan. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah, she grew up in
No, wait, I'm
Reading.
getting that right, right? Like she's connected to the Chiefs.
Yeah, she
right?
dates-
I'm
she
so
dates
fucking
her-
out of it, but yeah, okay, yeah.
She dates their tight end Travis Kelce. She grew up an Eagles fan. She's from Reading, Pennsylvania.
Turncoat.
Yes, 100%.
Literally, she's
Yes.
wearing red.
Dude, Jason Kelsey's wife will not support. She won't go in the box to support Jason's brother Travis and wear red. She'll only wear Eagle shit. I love her for that. We have better receivers. We have better offensive and defensive line. We have better secondary. We have a better football team in general. We only lose in two situations: coach and
culture.
quarterback.
Dude,
And
let's fucking go, birds, right?
let's fucking go, dude.
No, I'm with you. I mean,
You guys will appreciate this. I'll send you the clip when it happens. But apparently Tuesday, Fox 29 News in Philadelphia is coming to my bar that I run to do like a post Super Bowl. Like, what's the reaction been like from everybody in the city, like after the Super Bowl? And I have to be the one on camera to deliver this. So I have to go down, and I was like, dude, you guys really don't want me doing this if we lose. Like, you don't want me doing this if we win, because I'm either going to curse or cry. I was like, you got the wrong dude. And they're like, you have to do it. And I was like, Jesus Christ. So there's going to be Fox 29 News of me just being like, we fucking did it. Yeah, we did it. Or it's like, fuck this shit. Everybody wants to kill themselves.
Two
I don't
worst people in the world: the Eagles fan when they lose and an Eagles fan when they win.
Dog, you're so... Look,
That's Philly fans in general. They're the
we have a
scummiest,
champion.
most
Dave,
foul.
take your bullshit ass
Wait.
franchise and get the fuck out of my face. You know...
I like that. That's a good thing. I wish I could.
Do you
be
know
a
what's
part of
funny
that.
is Dante's just sitting here silent as he's like weeping into his 6 Super Bowl rings. I hate you. And you're fucking. By the way, how do you
Such a
feel
fuck-
about your new situation? You got Vrabel. You brought back McDaniels.
which I hate.
Yeah, why did you do that?
I don't know. He's terrible. I don't know why people are like convincing themselves he's great. I'm pumped for Vrabel. I'm
Yeah,
so
Vrabel's the
pumped
man.
about that. But McDaniels sucks. He's always sucked. But
It is funny that in like week 6 this year, everybody wanted Sirianni fired, our head coach. Like everybody.
dude, for the last 2 years, you guys have wanted him fired, and now everyone sucks his dick again. You guys are the worst fans. The
That's
worst.
so wrong. So wrong. Also,
No, you're the worst.
no, wrong.
Yeah, you are,
It's hard to
and
explain.
you know it.
No,
No.
we're the best fans by a fucking mile, and you know that.
Yeah.
They definitely know. how
we the
bad they are.
best.
They
We are the best, dude. All right. See you guys. We have a Muscadine Bloodline interview coming on Friday. We'll see how this live shit goes. I kind of like doing it. I like it.
I like it because I don't have to download it after.
It'd be
Well, it's
grounded.
good for a couple reasons. One, goes live on Twitter. Dave, by the way, when we're done this, retweet this. We'll get more views. And honestly, our segments have just been going to waste because they just go on the podcast. They don't get seen. This is good. It goes to Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all that shit.
Why
So-
don't you post them on YouTube and that? You just don't want the work, or the time? Does it take too long, or you don't think it works there?
Time, work, oversaturation, the draw.
Oh, there's no. I don't, oversaturation isn't even a word in 2025. I don't think.
I guess that's true. I don't know. When I have somebody else doing it for me, then we'll have a different conversation. But
Yeah.
I like the live shit's going to YouTube. It stays, it lives on the YouTube.
Okay.
So